So how's the process of coaching helped you in these coaching sessions? Let me know.
Like for me, like personally, I realized that I realize that I can have really a tendency to assume things. So I'm conscious of that. And so like I stop myself when there are things that there are things that I think I know about what the person is thinking or feeling, but I have to stop it because I have that sensitivity. But I know it's not correct to use it in coaching because, as what Rahul was telling us, you cannot assume. You have to listen. You have to listen well. You have to see like the data that they give you and everything. So I'm more conscious of that, and I see that tendency, so I try to cut it. Though it comes out, no, it comes out. But once I see it, once I realize, I already stopped. This one is helping me, and the guide questions put me on track, like so that I don't assume things. So yeah.
I'm very curious to know, Katrina, that, as you said rightly, it is not so easy to, stop yourself by assuming. We do assume, right? So I just would like to know, how did you manage that?
When I see already that my because my brain works fast, no, it comes out when I see that, I cut myself immediately and I say, but this is what you mentioned. Like I have to, I already say, because I have my notes, no. So I always tell them I'm taking down notes, no. So when I see it and I realize that they didn't say anything, I go back to what they've said, or I remember what they've said, and I said, oh, sorry, that's not what you mentioned. This is what you mentioned. So I correct myself immediately.
Wow. If this is the change in the first few sessions or one or two sessions, I think then it is commendable, isn't it? And now
I
you
hope
will see that's so powerful. Wonderful. How are you feeling after conducting this coaching? How are you
Oh,
feeling?
it was good. It was good. But actually, another thing that I realized, what you mentioned last week, we cannot solve everything in one sitting. Because I also have that tendency, like I'm very practical. We need to solve my problem. Like I need to solve your problem. So but I realize like your voice actually your voice is in my head. You don't need to solve anything. It's like, oh, you don't need to solve anything and everything in one go, no? So I also mentioned that outright in the coaching session. Like I also tell them when I feel that I want to solve it, I really tell them, you know that we cannot solve everything. And so they also realize, yes, yes, that's true. Like I just finished and I told her, because there were a lot of things that she was saying. So I had to tell her, we're not going to solve all the things that you've mentioned, okay? At least we just narrowed down certain aspects, and at least like just to have a bit of clarity. That really helped. So yeah.
How powerful.